quickly, I want to say that my godson is not going to have a problem with the court trying to enforce any type of attorney fees. Are you kidding me? Mr. Carter has unclean hands with the whole case. So you might have paid for stuff and did what you wanted, but the law
allegedly.
That's what's happening. You are seeing in real time the law prevailing. So the unclean hands of the fraud case don't give you no standing to make any decisions, and you don't get any remedies or you don't get any remedies. Your party is over in that regard. So here we find the injunction came about in 2022. It was based on fraud. It was based on
allegedly.
Fraud. And then because I was trying to vacate a void order, because fraud is already fraud and is no good even before you reverse it. It has no value. So I was trying to vacate it so they can't use it in other places, which they're trying to do now. So I was trying to vacate the order based on personal jurisdiction when they lied about the property holdings in the state of New Jersey. And then the judge decided, Judge Silverman Katz heard about it, but she only thing she does is assign judges. We did it on the trial level. She comes down and take the package from a supervisor, and then goes and holds on to the package for 3 months because she's trying to figure out what to do. Her and Kenneth L. Winters.
Views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. See, the weekend is winding down. It done came and went per usual. Okay, you guys, before I continue with the topic at hand, go ahead and smash your like. It's free to do that. Share. It's free to do that. And subscribe. Hit that subscription button. It is free to do that. Sub up. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll be in tune with all the content I drop on my channel. You guys, I have the members only rolled out. There's 3 different tiers, so go ahead and check that out. Click on that members only tab. It should be populated on my channel on the videos. Let me know if it's not. So, but yeah, I have some things, exclusive videos coming for members only. So go ahead, get your first front row seats to members only. It's affordable tiers. I appreciate you guys. Also, if you're interested in donating, hit the Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. It is in the description of this post. Again, sub up. It's free to do that. I appreciate your support, you guys. Don't forget, cash prize giveaway coming up 3rd quarter next month in September. So stay tuned, stay connected for details and logistics for all of that. Okay, without further ado, y'all. Oh gosh, you heard that clip in the beginning. Yes, Dr. Lillie Coley. She has a YouTube channel. I'm not going to share the full video, but head on over there. She has several videos. Dr. Lillie Coley is Ramirez's godmom, and she's alleging so much fraud claims when it comes to Jay-Z, his team of attorneys throughout the years, and also the judges in the court system. So, and again, this is alleged. So head on over there after my video, and check out her YouTube channel. It's Dr. Lillie Coley. You see her name spelled here. Just type that in and you'll see full videos. She's dropping receipts regarding alleged claims. At this point in time, as she was saying, it's really not about paternity, not for her. It's the alleged fraud, and plus it is being reported, you guys, and I've heard this from her horse's mouth. She basically said too, throughout the years, Mr. Carter, Sean Carter, placed a lien on one of her properties. It's like a old tangled web we weave, and the level of alleged corruption that she's citing and claims that she's citing that took place over the past 10 plus years, almost 20 years, when it came to just a simple request for paternity. And wow, it's just astonishing, and my heart goes out to them. Let me go ahead and head on over to X, because Ramirez's case, remember, he withdrew his case from California federal court. So Jay-Z, you guys, filed a request for dismissal. So it seems like something else is shady kind of going on. And I went over that video with you guys. I did some content on why Ramirez withdrew. Withdrawing does not mean that you can't bring the case back up again. So he will be doing that per Ramirez. But let's hear what Ramirez has to say about Jay-Z requesting attorney fees, dismissal and attorney fees. So here, I'm going to go ahead and head on over to X, and then I will leave you guys with the remainder of the clip from Dr. Lillie Coley. Again, head on over to her YouTube channel for the full unedited, uncut video. And but yeah, this is just, oh gosh, my heart goes out to them, because it seems like if they not telling the truth, they some perfectly great actors. But my sense is, you guys truly believe they are being very truthful in all of this. I mean, why do they have to lie? What's the reason to? It just seemed like some genuine people. So here we go. Thank you guys for your continued support. I will explain to you what I'm going over on X, and again, leave you with the final clip from Dr. Lillie Coley. Here we go. Okay, everyone, this is X, formerly known as Twitter, and Ramir is really active here on Twitter, you guys. So, and he posts receipts. So it says, bring it back a bit. Remember, Ramir filed his lawsuit, civil court, California, federal court, right? So he did that early July or June, something like that. Okay, so boom, he did that, and then he came back and withdrew his lawsuit July 18th. And just because you withdraw your lawsuit doesn't mean that you can't bring it back up. So he can do that. However, in the meantime, Jay-Z noticed that. Remember when Ramir initially filed his lawsuit, Jay-Z filed a 240-page response lawsuit responding to Ramir after. So Jay-Z finally responded via court documents, and then Ramir came back and withdrew, remember? And so now Jay-Z wants the court to grant his motion for dismissal. But it's like, no, because Ramir filed a withdrawal prior to his motion for dismissal. Yeah, so it's like timing. It's like being thorough and methodical. That's, in my opinion, that's what Ramir is doing, and shout out to him. Because going up against a machine like Jay-Z them and Rock Nation and all of that, you have to be thorough, because they're looking for out. They don't even give a crap if the truth is being told. They're looking for a technical out. So right here it says, Ramir posted, Judge Garnett denied defendant his motion to dismiss as mute, boom, but gave him 30 days to state why I should pay for attorney fees. Remember at the beginning of this video, Dr. Lillie Coley, Ramir's godmom, basically was like, no, my godson is not going to be responsible for attorney fees. Why is Jay-Z, y'all, trying to get Ramir to pay attorney fees? And they haven't even reached any type of hearing, discovery. It hasn't even went to trial. So this, remember, the filings and the answers to, basically what should happen, what should be spelled out, or whatever, if they get to the next step. That didn't even take place. They've been in the beginning stages. So the judge was like, no, I'm not going to dismiss it, because dismissal will go on record as, hey, this case was dismissed. So the judge was like, no, I'm not going to dismiss this, Mr. Carter. And why do you think this kid need to pay, I call him a kid, attorney fees? So boom, get this. And this was filed on July 31st. And it says here, the court is in receipt of notice of withdrawal filed by plaintiff. According to the notice of withdrawal, plaintiff is withdrawing his complaint. Given the notice of withdrawal, the court here denies the motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. So yeah, so basically it was filed by Jay-Z's attorneys, and the court is responding. In defendant's response is support of motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. He requests that the court award fees. So Jay-Z is requesting. So this is a filing July 31st, 2025, and the court basically denies all of that. So that's that. And this is all Ramir too. Ramir court document, it says, and this was drafted on the 25th, filed on the 27th with the court, and it says, to honorable judges Anderson and Judge Garnett, I, Ramir Satterthwaite, hereby certify the following for record. Please find attached the timestamp evidence in my notice of withdrawal, and which was filed on July 18th. So Ramir filed his notice of withdrawal on July 18th. Remember, you guys, this is him voluntarily withdrawing his case, asking the courts to withdraw, and they have since granted that or whatever. Kindly be advised that my notice of withdrawal was submitted prior to the defendant's filing a motion to dismiss, docket number 22 through 24. Ooh, this kid is really methodical. I love it. You got to be detailed and methodical. Boom, 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 timelines. Okay. Therefore, defendant's response, docket number 26, cannot properly treat my notice of withdrawal as a reply to their motion to dismiss. Boom. As my notice was filed before the motion. Boom. For reference, the defendant's motion to dismiss was filed approximately 5 p.m. PST. What's that, mountain time, I guess, about 90 minutes later. See, it's all about the filing, who filing first, the time, all of that. Additionally, I have not engaged in any meet and confer discussions with either the defendant or their counsel regarding this case. Ooh, he keeping it plain and simple to the point. I have not received any phone calls or messages concerning this matter, which may be due to the defense not having my correct phone number. I respectfully request the honorable court to take notice of the deliberate misrepresentation by the defendant in regards to my case, and to further state on record that this misrepresentation is in no way jeopardize the preservation of my right to reopen my case to seek remedy at any appropriate time. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Ooh, I certify declare that the statements made here are true and correct to the best of my knowledge, and I understand any false statements are subject to penalties under the law. I certify that this memo has been served on all parties and record for defendant Sean Carter and his counsel via court electronic system and mail. Okay, his signature. Okay, let's jump into the chat. Keep posting and documenting everything. Ramir said, you guys has made a big difference. Thanks for the support. Now we can get things rolling the right way. Boom. Let's jump into the chat over here. The judge ruled that on this document that the case cannot be dismissed because Jay-Z requested cases to be dismissed and for attorney fees to be paid. The judge boom. No, explain to me why. You should pay attorney fees. Let's jump into the chat. Ramirez says this: no one pays attorney fees for a litigation that never took place, and my info was filed before theirs. Ooh, wait, boom. Let's see what they're saying here. Exactly right. There's no good explanation for it. Keep going. You got this. That's right. Okay, y'all. So that's all I have for you. Check out the remainder of this clip. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Lillie Coley. I wanted to talk about the 2022 injunction that's been seen on the internet from New Jersey, saying that myself, and I think they said my godson, and he wasn't even part of the case then, could not file anything in the court. I just want to let you all guys know that that information is not correct. Every order that you see, especially from New Jersey, does not have legal value. One, the court itself said they had no jurisdiction over the case. But let me tell you how the injunction came about. The injunction came about when I was seeking to vacate a void order. Let me say it again. I was seeking to vacate a void order that was obtained by fraud regarding Mr. Carter.
Allegedly.
That's what we were trying to do. We were not asking for paternity. I wish I could say it in Spanish, but I can't. We were not asking for paternity. I was not asking for paternity. My godson was not part of that case. This case was done, and I wasn't even around. This injunction was done behind closed doors. According to Kenneth L. Winters, he said he paid for it.
Allegedly.
That's what he said. He said he paid good money for these orders. That was one of them. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to say, I don't know all the stuff, all the details. All I do know is that if I went into the court right now in New Jersey, because I got property there, and I have a standing in the state, ain't going to be no problem. I can promise you that. And if it was, all of the stuff that I'm talking about will come out. All of it. So I doubt very, 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 very seriously if they're going to try to block and stop me from going into the court to do whatever. But that's part of the problem, everybody. They had to try to use a mechanism to block it. So what I did was, in the fall of 2021, I filed a motion to reopen the family court case and to vacate the order that was obtained by fraud regarding Mr. Carter obtaining it by fraud. And it was based on him having personal jurisdiction with the state. Once I did that, I gave it to a supervisor, a black lady, and Judge Katz, who's the administrative judge who did this so-called injunction, she came and took the package from the black girl who was a supervisor who helped me put it together and held onto the package for 3.5 months. This is Judge Katz, Judge Deborah Silverman Katz. Then she sent me my filing feedback, and she sent it back under the purposes of the refund was based on mileage reimbursement, as if I used to work for them, which I never did. Because that was a package that would have let them know, and over again, they already did know, but it was a package that was going to go through the system again on fraud, not paternity. Just for the record, that Wanda Satterwhite only asked for paternity 2 times, and it really was 1.5. In 2010, and then 2011 of March 2011. 2 times. I asked for it 1 time in New Jersey, and Ramir asked for it 1 time in New Jersey. All this other stuff about what everybody kept asking, lies. Nobody was interested in paternity. Once the case turned into a fraud case, that's how we worked it. Fraud, fraud, fraud. Fraud on top of fraud, on top of fraud, on top of fraud for years. And that's what they were blocking. So by time 22 came, Kenneth L. Winters, he had enough. So he went deeper into his pockets and somebody else's pockets to pay for an order called an injunction. And believe me, it's not worth the paper it's on, because they told us Jersey said they don't have jurisdiction. They don't have jurisdiction. So if you ain't got jurisdiction, you can't make orders. You can't have it both ways. So that's the story, everybody. I just wanted you to know that. And then very quickly, I want to say that my godson is not going to have a problem with the court trying to enforce any type of attorney fees. Are you kidding me? Mr. Carter has unclean hands with the whole case. So you might have paid for stuff and did what you wanted, but the law is still prevailing. That's what's happening. You are seeing in real time the law prevailing. So the unclean hands of the fraud case don't give you no standing to make any decisions, and you don't get any remedies or you don't get any remedies. Your party is over in that regard. So here we find the injunction came about in 2022. It was based on fraud. It was based on an order obtained by fraud. And then because I was trying to vacate a void order, because fraud is already fraud and is no good even before you reverse it. It has no value. So I was trying to vacate it so they can't use it in other places, which they're trying to do now. So I was trying to vacate the order based on personal jurisdiction when they lied about the property holdings in the state of New Jersey. And then the judge decided, Judge Silverman Katz heard about it, because she only thing she does is assign judges. We did it on the trial level. She comes down and take the package from a supervisor, and then goes and holds on to the package for 3 months because she's trying to figure out what to do. Her and Kenneth L. Winters, they have an injunction. I wasn't even there. I never was served. I found out about that 3 months later. And then when I tried to appeal it, they blocked it. This is a true story, everybody. This is why we're doing the stuff we're going to do. You're going to see stuff come out that you ain't never seen before. It's going to be mind boggling. But what happens is when you use your money to try to do something, in the end, it don't work because the truth always prevails. That's the same thing that's happening with my godson. So, and he might want other things besides it. He got fraud with his case too. He might want other things as well. I only want to deal with the fraud because I think the fraud is a big part of the no due process. And that's also what the court was trying to cover up in terms of my goddaughter being underage. That's really what they're trying to cover up.